ha 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 ha. I know what you came here for. You came here for that Walking Dead Season 2. And I got it. But I've been struggling heavy to make this intro though, so I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. This season sucks. Now, I have played all of the games before. I am not new to this, but this season in particular has always made me side-eye. But now that I actually sat down and analyzed it for a video, like really making my brain work, I'm horrified. I am scared. I'm not gonna lie to you, like season 1 was just this hall of fame, amazing character writing. It did exactly what it set out to do, and I will cherish it for the rest of my life, which is why I am absolutely dumbfounded at the tomfoolery of this season. Who wrote this? The jump in writing quality is like the PS1 to the PS2 if the PS2 came first. The characters are annoying. None of what we're doing makes logical sense. Clementine is carrying a team of grown adults on her back. They did Clementine so dirty in this season, bro. I might need to get back. This is a moment in history! But I just can't explain this season any further for you without just showing you, bro. Also, go vote for the next big video on the thing. With Lee dead, RIPM, that's my guy, my bro, Clementine was able to escape the city by herself and find Krista and Omid. Pray for her, bro. I absolutely hate that she has to be left with them. Luckily, everyone is chill right now. They're just in the woods, walking around. And of course, Clem looks dead inside. I would too if I was stuck with them. These idiots, bro. I didn't mention this in the second video because I didn't catch on to it until just now, but there was a scene in episode 4 where Krista was throwing up. Lee asked her what's wrong and she's like, oh, nothing. In media, whenever a woman throws up for no reason, that only means one thing. She's pregnant. The worst thing you want to be in the apocalypse, to be honest. So they're walking around trying to figure out a name for the baby. Omid is like, Omid Jr., Omid the second. And if it's a girl, Krista responds. He says, oh, Krista too. Omid never should have survived the train incident. So we get to the bathroom and the first stupid thing of the season happens.
Why don't you, get cleaned up in the girls' room, Clem?
I hope the sink works in there.
I wouldn't count on it. Just be careful and make sure to keep track of your things. We'll be right next door.
Okay.
Nah, I nitpick. Where are our bags? Where are we going? Where are we? Are there enough bullets in my gun? I'm not going in that bathroom. I know it stank. Has Clementine eaten yet? TLDR, why are we splitting up? It's dangerous out here. Oh, you don't believe me? Oh, just watch this. Watch this. Okay. You think it's a game. You think it's a game. Oh, we're playing as Clementine now. She's me, I'm you. Together we are him. Clementine. She goes in, places her stuff on the sink, and uses what I assume to be the last of our clean water to wash her face. That is a waste. And Clem, being a goofy, knocks her water bottle and it rolls under one of the stalls. That hoe is dead to me, bro. That could be the clearest, cleanest water known to man. I'm not putting my lips on Forrest's gas station water bottle, bro. You're lying to me. But Clem has no such morals and goes to fetch it. Best believe the second that we get in there, some random comes creeping into the bathroom. They come in, go rummaging through the bathroom and our stuff, and brother, oh my days. Guess what we didn't bring into the stall? The trespasser is a girl. She has no name for reasons that we're about to find out. She makes Clementine come out of the stall nice and slow. And then she finds a picture of Lee and starts talking crazy while going to the bag, saying, yo, daddy dead. But right around the corner, we see Omid walking into the bathroom. I'm thinking, oh yeah, he's gonna sweep the legs and I get to strangling. I'm already knowing the play, bro. It's in here. It's in there. He starts creeping over to her, anonymous. But the giant steel bulletproof Force gas station bathroom door slams with the force of 15 mini nukes.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean. Homie, can you hear me? Homie.
I ain't gonna lie. If he was just a little bit shorter, maybe the bullet wouldn't. So Clem and Krista have been wandering around the woods for like 16 months, aka over a year. We can see Krista hitting the 1,000-yard stare over there, so you already know that time was boring as hell. And you might also notice that Krista isn't pregnant anymore, and there is no baby around. They never say what happened, like ever, so it's safe to assume the worst. But don't worry, bro, we're gonna get another baby at the end of the season, so it really does, it cancels out, really. Clementine is trying to get Krista to talk, but what words she does put together are devoid of any hope. It's raining, starving, they're hungry, they have nowhere to go except Wellington. I'll explain Wellington a little bit later. It's kind of stupid. Krista starts tending to their pitiful fire, saying that Clem should be doing this so she can learn how to survive on her own. That's kind of like the theme of the season, self-sufficiency and all that. But you had 16 months to teach Clementine how to make a fire. She knows how to use a gun. Like, oh no, a fire, that's too much, but just observe me for almost 2 years. Okay, Krista, like, I'm just saying, like, she was talking real crazy about how to raise Clem in the first season, and she's just doing an awful job now. Yeah, that baby was doomed either way. Whoa.
Whoa, that was not the script.
That's my final dig at Krista ever, because she then goes off to look for firewood, right? So it's up to Clementine to keep the fire going until she gets back. Clem busts out her backpack, she gets a picture of Lee and a drawing Duck made and a lighter. Clementine, gang, you're moving kind of mad there. I don't know, what you got going, bro? What do you mean by that? And then the game makes you choose how to keep the fire going. Either burn the picture of Lee or the drawing Duck made. Yeah, no, that's light work. I don't know what the deal is with this picture of Lee. Even if you choose to burn it, you can't. And it's not like it matters anyway because we never see this picture again. Yeah, choice my socks, bro. And they wonder where it all went wrong. Then all of a sudden we start hearing arguing in the woods. Krista ran into some bad apples. And they're like, oh, tell us where your group is or you're gonna get it. And Krista's like, okay, cool, I'm by myself, I'm chill. I don't know anybody, bro. Which I would believe. It's raining hard as hell, it's cold, it's dark outside. Why would anybody be out here at this hour? She really doesn't have a group. All that's left is Clementine. While they go back and forth, we have the option to sneak away or distract the men. I should sneak away, bro. I really should. There's just so many reasons to. It makes no sense. But I throw a rock. The men then give chase to Clementine, and as we're speeding through, all we hear is Krista screaming and a gunshot. So another useless choice. That's 2 in under 3 minutes. So Clem is straight hauling through the woods, having a goofier chase than that one in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And the whole time we're running, this guy's like, bro, are you serious? Stop making me chase you. Are you good? Making it sound like I'm somehow inconveniencing him by preserving my life. Clem gets him mixed up with a zombie though. All of that just to get clapped. Now, the man might be gone, but there's still 50,000 zombies surrounding us. Clem, cornered, throws another rock. There's only one thing left to do. Panic and slowly back yourself off a cliff for an anime water segment. Clementine washes up on land, dazed and confused, hungry, scared, and finally, alone. After a while of wandering through the forest, we come across a dog. I hate this dog with every bone in my body, bro. 11 years ago, he made an enemy of me, and I have not forgotten. He's chill right now, though. So Clem and the dog start looking for food, and by food, I mean going through trash that's been trashed since before the fall, to find food that is somehow good after 3 years, and bang! So, we, being a model citizen, hand the dog off some beans, but he goes for the full. Clem snatches that back, like, bro, you back on, bro. Next thing I know, the damn hellhound has Clem on the ground. She's punching him in the face, going, bop, 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 bop. She picks up the can and starts doing mental damage. He lets go and then lunges, hit him with the reverse, and I left him there to suffer. I know it sounds crazy, but hurting Clem is a cardinal sin that will not be taken lightly, especially if there is something that I can do about it directly. That's just what it is, bro. The dog had it coming. Mans was doomed. But Clem is now at negative HP right now, wandering aimlessly through the woods, absolutely no idea where to go. And then zombies start flooding around her, and it's looking like it's over, it's looking like it's done, it's looking like it's finished, until she's saved by 2 strangers. They handle the zombies, scoop Clem up, and run out of the forest. On the way back to their residence, we are introduced to Luke and Pete. These are the only 2 good new characters in the whole season. I wish the absolute worst for literally every other person in this season. So Luke and Pete start asking Clem question after question, because what the hell is a little girl doing in the woods by herself? Where is your father? She tells them about the Krista situation, and they're like, damn, that's rough, but we'll fix you up, Clementine. Holy moly, code 2319. I repeat, code 2319. Here we go. So Luke dropped Clem because she has a bite on her arm. He thinks it's a zombie bite. You could take one look at the bite and tell that it's a dog bite, or at least not a human bite, because humans are physically incapable of making the shape of that bite, especially zombies who are known for missing all sorts of limbs and assets like, I don't know, teeth. He says he doesn't want to get bit by Clem, like Clem is going to somehow turn instantaneously. Says, oh, what are we going to do about this? I don't know you. I can just go if it's that big of an issue. Like, bro, don't you start that Omid and Krista level of bonding, bro. We can just go separate ways. Ada Wong, separate ways. We don't have to do this. But Peter's like, nah, Luke, you tweaking. And starts taking a look at Clementine's bite. He sees it, he's looking at it, and is like, Then he asks where this dog is. I packed him up. He's burning. Luke's like, oh no, how could you do that to a dog, you devil? Both Clem and Pete look at him with the craziest side eye. Like, bro, like, oh, okay, doggy, you're free to rend the flesh from my bones because you're just a little puppy pookie baby. That's stupid, bro. Why would they write that? Like, there's no way anybody would have that thought ever. So you would just let the dog eat you. But Pete believes Clem and wants to take her to their doctor. Luke is like, man, Pete, Nick is not gonna like this one. Now after last time, Pete hits him with the, boy, I care not for the judgment of Nick. So they start walking again, or they try to.
For all we know, she could be working with Carver.
She already told us she was with a friend and then got lost. She was bit by a dog.
What? And you just believed her? You should have put her out of her misery right there.
Hey!
I let that scene play out so that you can see the caliber of person that we're dealing with here. Let me introduce the characters. Nick, Alvin, Rebecca. In a second, we're going to meet the Dr. Carlos and his daughter, Sarah. What? His daughter, Sarah. These will be our main characters for a while, excluding Pete and Luke. These people are absolutely terrible, bro. I'm not even going to try to explain what they're on. Show you what happens as we play. Hell, they just did. Like, Nick almost shot Clem. Rebecca is sitting there calling for her downfall, her execution. And Alvin is just kind of there, but he'll get his due. Luke comes running out the house. Cause yeah, what are y'all on? Sound attracts hordes of flesh-eating monsters. Why are we, what are we doing? So they all start arguing about the ins and outs of child slaughter. Nick is like, this is not how we do things. If you're bit, you gotta get clipped. Once again, I'm not with you. I don't know these people. If you genuinely believe that I am bit, cool, just let me turn in the woods. Luke and Rebecca start going at it. She's like, yeah, peck her out right now. Now Carlos comes outside to take a look at the bite. He's like, yeah, it could be a dog, maybe a walker. Let's chop it off. All right, bro, let me look at what kind of doctor Carlos is real quick. It shouldn't matter regardless, because I'm sure to do anything in the medical field, you should have some sort of basic anatomy knowledge. Okay, I can't find anything anywhere. He's just a doctor. They never say what kind of doctor. All right, let's continue a little bit further, just for good measure. Pete thinks that cutting off the arm will work because it worked for his cousin down in Texas or something. Yeah, they just be talking every now and again on the phone. So they all start debating on what to do. I'm looking at my screen in disgust. They say appeal to somebody, bro. Appeal to these nuts. I'll tell Carlos, the fake doctor, that you people can eat me. I'm gonna go look for Krista, but they are not going for it. Carlos is like, we gotta lock her in the shed. If she gets a fever by the morning, we'll have our answer. Okay, I have what I need. I will go ahead and give the group this though. They're holding Clem for a reason. They are out here running away from some guy named Carver. Why? We'll get to that later. This put her in the shed thing is so dumb. For one, Clem's arm could get infected. It's already been exposed to zombies in the woods all day now. And you want to go for the night too? So what if she's telling the truth? And by morning you find out she's cooked. Now they gotta chop her arm off because it's infected. That would be a massive L on their part. And then I just don't believe that no one can tell that it's a dog bite. Pause the video right now. Make a bite print on your arm. Look at that and look at the average dog jaw. It doesn't line up, especially not when you take into account that dogs have a stronger bite force. So you know it looks different just based off sheer damage alone. And if they truly think that Clem is with Carver and was sent to hunt them, how could that be? She's not making it back to them. She's tired, hungry, dehydrated. She can barely stand up. The people that are hunting them, which we will see later, are in good health. They got resources. So even if Clem is with them, just based on her condition, they've got to be like days away, and she is not making it back to them. But none of that even matters because aside from Luke and Pete, the rest fully believe that she is bitten and want to dome her. Hell, Luke thought she was finished right then and there. They do not care. To them, a bite is a bite. They could and maybe should have just let her go, because by their logic, she'll turn within the next 30 minutes. This whole thing just makes me so mad. I understand why they're scared, but at the same time, the lack of humanity that they're showing is crazy when you take into account who they're running from and why. You would think that they would be more caring and open, but no. Lock that girl in the shed immediately. Like, we're not even gonna like play with that. And Rebecca says this.
This is just a waste of time, you'll see. And when she turns, I ain't gonna be the one cleaning up the shed.
Clem isn't for it, I'm not for it, so we break out of the shed. These nitwits left a massive hole protected by a little plank, so I break out of that, right? Creep around the main house and through the crawl space. Clem isn't planning on sleeping inside the walls though. We're gonna take stitches and peroxide so we can clean and tape this wound up. While we're creeping around the house, you can find the group talking about Clem and their pursuers, but it's nothing too crazy. Their peripheral vision is absolute garbage, so we sneak upstairs to the bathroom, find a needle in the mirror. Cool. We need thread, peroxide, and bandages. Problem. Rebecca starts walking to the bathroom. Clem is like, hell, the jig is at risk of being in an upper location. Teleport. Bathtub. Got him. Oop. New tea drop. She's crying in the mirror, praying for her baby. I did not mention that she's pregnant. She's like 8 months. You can see it, so you probably didn't even need me to like say anything. Or you would if you would stop listening to the video. Engage with us. I see you working with the video playing in your pocket. I see you sleeping to the video. I see you washing dishes to the video. Yeah, I know exactly what you got going on. It's real crazy. But you know how you can make it up to me? By going down there and hitting that like button. So we sneak around the house some more and meet Sarah. Sarah is the worst. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I used to call her Ben Part 2. She kinda is, but after playing season 1 and really dissecting Ben as a whole being, as a person, doing simulations in my head to try and figure out what he has going on, Ben is in a realm of his own, but hot damn does Sarah try to reach his heights. If there's anything you should know right now, she's older than Clem and is being severely sheltered by her father. I don't blame Sarah for most of the stuff that she will do, but I 100% think that if she would have been raised better by her father, you know, properly acclimated to the zombie apocalypse, she would have been chill. And I tried to take that into account. I tried. But I can't stand Sarah, bro. I can't. Annoying, bro. Talks too much. Just stupid. She asks Clem what happens, and Clem is like, look, man, I got bit by a dog. Be real cool if you could help me avoid a monster infection. We can be best friends. Okay, Rebecca's baby will not be my age for years. I need a best friend now. Bro, I just... Pinky promise with me, Clementine Crawford. How do you know my last name? You're Clementine. We have to know. A pinky promise, Clementine, is forever. So Sarah gives Clementine the rest of the stuff that she needs. That's like the last useful thing that she will ever do. We head back to the shed, and I hate this part. I always have. Always will. The needle, the wound, the peroxide, I'm now built for it, bro. So if the bite cleans and wrapped, there's a zombie, and Clem deals with it. I'm good, bro. I'm good off the fight narration right now. Maybe next time. It's just like, it's a little cabin fight, bro. It's stupid. I don't really care about that, bro. But all the racket from the fight draws the group to the shed, and I hit them with the coldest line in the game.
I'm still not bitten. I never was. And you left me out here to die.
And of course, Nick and Rebecca are like, oh my gosh, did she steal from us? You locked me in a shed against my will. I don't know you. What reason do I have not to steal from you? I should have blown the house up. He goes, well, oh, I bet you better bring her in now. Well, I steal supplies and destroy one zombie, and that's it. I'm good now. You people are sick, bro. You wanted a gladiator match before I was considered chill. All right, man. So we get back inside where Carlos is looking at the bite, and he says it's fine. Luke is like, really? It wasn't a walker bite? And then check this out. Carlos says, if it was a bite, her fever would be through the roof right now. So you didn't have to lock me in the shed. My brothers and sisters in Christ. It couldn't have taken Clem more than an hour to break into the house, stitch her arm, and fight a zombie. So what they're telling me is they were gonna leave her out in the shed for the entire night for the hell of it. They couldn't be bothered to watch Clementine for an hour. May I also remind you that it is the post-apocalypse, raining heavy outside and nighttime. You literally don't have anything else to do. And don't tell me, oh, they're sleeping. Everyone in this house is wide awake. Then Nick walks off in a huff because he can't murder justifiably anymore. But wait, it keeps going. Now Carlos is mad at Clementine for convincing Sarah to steal supplies.
Oh my gosh, bro. Get off me, bro. Stop.
Stay away from my daughter, is what he says. If anyone here has seen the show, which you totally should, I think Sarah is supposed to be a what-if scenario between Carl and Clem. Like, what would happen if your parents continue to shelter you during the apocalypse, when the world is only going to get worse and you're just soft? Carlos is 100% destroying her, bro. I'm sure of that. Carlos continues to flip out when I say that she needs to grow up and leave, saying that Clem might still be a threat and to stay away from Sarah, like I said earlier. So Luke comes back with food for Clem and they start talking about her past, her old group, Lee, the lore. Luke is like, damn, bro, that's tough. I wish I was in that game. Then Nick comes in and he starts apologizing to Clem for his homicidal tendencies, and I accept the apology with the little self-control that I have left. And he gives the reason why he was behaving that way. See, a while ago, they took in someone with a bite. They tried to help them and all that, but the bite couldn't be cut off, so the person was doomed. Later on, that person turned and Nick's mother got caught in the stray. Pretty good reasoning. However, goofy. So one bite incident, and you turn into the Punisher for kids. It's crazy is what I'm saying. But he leaves after that. Luke asks Clementine if she wants to stay. I'm like, hell no, bro. I'm trying to head out. You people are literally insane. Like, I get it. I understand why, but we could have resolved this situation with a lot less stress. You are bad mojo. Then Rebecca comes in saying, oh, you're still here? I wouldn't get comfortable if I were you. All right, watch this.
Whose baby is it?
Excuse me?
She spits a bunch of nonsense and then she leaves, and we can finally go to bed without old people nagging me. The next morning, I'm surprised we didn't wake up to a gun to our head. Clem is out here with Pete and Nick. Nick is late though, so Pete starts telling Clem about Nick's first time hunting, and he didn't want to shoot this deer because Bambi, he almost shoots the deer eventually, but somehow almost ends up shooting Pete. Oh, Pete is Nick's uncle. It doesn't matter. It won't matter. Like, I just thought you should know. They have a laugh at this story. Then Nick appears and gets mad saying, why are you telling her that? Pete looks at him and says, bro, you almost put her brains on the pavement last night. Nick's like, little wacky interaction. We make it to the river to fish or hunt or whatever, but oh no. Bodies, bodies, bodies. Now we're on high alert. Pete wants to go and check the bodies out as this attack is way too close to home, and Nick starts complaining, bro.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn much.
Pete really be cooking Nick like at every opportunity he gets. He deserves it though. Like, bro is a D1 tweaker. We look at the bodies to try and get a read on what happened out here, but one of the bodies is the guy that had Krista by the barrel, and that is Clementine's backpack. She starts pressing bro like, hey, where are they? And he's like, water. I reluctantly give him the water. Before he can really even say anything though, Pete gets an ouchie. So it doesn't even matter if I gave him the water or not, bro, because all of a sudden both Nick and Pete are swarmed by zombies. So now we gotta choose. I go with Pete, duh, because Nick might shoot me thinking that Clem is a zombie. He can't handle stress at all. A zombie almost gets Pete, but I get it off him.
To go.
You have no idea.
What has become sad? I thought you were dead. I thought you were.
So this episode starts with Clem and Pete being trapped in the back of a truck, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this whole section, bro. I love Pete. I do. But he's bit, and this is only going one way. In fact, I think they totally wasted Pete as a character. Not just him. A majority of the other people in here are just a waste. There's so much potential, but they just squander it. I don't know if I'm going to talk about this in this video or the next one, but to be brief, I don't think that a lot of the characters that died in this season should have. I think the story would have benefited more if we kept a lot of the people for the third season, at least like, I don't know, bro, like 2, 3, 4 at most, and really use this season to start to develop them. Because most deaths in this season just feel like shock value or, oh, we no longer know what to do with you. In season 1, every death seemed to like matter, to hit, to like actively affect the story. In the beginning of the game, it's kind of cozy, but by the end there was just this hopeless, dark, empty vibe to it. But in this season, we don't really get that. But they did it worse for one, and two, they didn't need to. The story kinda ends in the same place that it began, which is really not what you want to do in stories, because then what was the point? Like, what do we do this for? But we can get to that later. Probably the second video, yeah. Basically, Pete knows he's cooked, so he makes a distraction, and during that distraction, Clem races back to the house. We get in the house, we find Carlos and Rebecca sitting at the table, worried sick. Rebecca goes, oh my god, where's Alvin? Alvin is Rebecca's husband and maybe father of her baby. He and Luke went to find us. Based on their worry, I don't think the river is too far away, you know, obviously because they sent Luke and Alvin out there to come get us. But if it's not that long of a trip, then where is Nick? How is he not back here yet? How did me and Pete run further into the forest and I made it back here first? So Clem tells them that Pete got bit and the zombies swarmed the river. So Rebecca starts freaking out, telling Carlos to go get the guns so they can add to the mess. Miss, ma'am, you are pregnant, very pregnant at that. Why are they so thirsty to go out there? I don't even think Carlos should go. We should just sit here and wait. It is Luke, Nick, Alvin out there. I'm sure they can handle it, bro. They're talking like they've never dealt with zombies before. If a pregnant lady is what's gonna turn the tides, I think we need to reconsider ourselves. Where Carlos agrees to go look for Luke and Alvin, who are looking for Nick, who is looking for Clem and Pete, who is cooked and already at the house. And Carlos switches his tone about Sarah real quick, asking us to distract her. I'm like, bro, we should all be going. There is no reason for us to all be split apart like this. We are not safe here. This is just some random house. This is still the apocalypse. So they leave and Clem goes to check on Sarah. I don't want to do this. Maybe we can just like wait on the couch. Maybe she won't come downstairs. Maybe she's asleep. And I get flashbanged. She starts begging Clem to take a picture of her too, and he did say to distract her.
Okay, I'm ready.
Shut up, you ugly.
But then she asks where her dad is, and Clem goes, ooh, they're out fishing? She doesn't believe that and starts having a panic attack. I'm watching this like, bro, tee up. Like, you worried about them? They left 2 small children alone in the middle of the woods during the worst era of human history. Help me barricade these windows. You done lost it. You done lost it, bro. Get up. Then she You want to see something I found, Clementine? Then whips out a gun. She starts asking us to teach her to use it. Carlos did say to distract her, so Clem tells her how to hold it and what to shoot at, aim for the head, yada yada yada. Then Sarah gets hyped up. She's like, oh, what should we shoot at? Aims the gun directly at Clementine's head. Can you imagine surviving the whole of season 1 or to all end with a doming via Sarah, Ben the second? And Clem yells at her because of course. Sarah then apologizes like, oh man, I'm sorry. And thinks, hey, we should shoot the trees outside. Clementine. Now, I was ready to go on this like tirade about how stupid that would be, but Sarah sees who she presumes to be Luke outside, wandering around. We go downstairs, and who the hell is that?
That's not Luke. Clem, I think I know him. He can't see me. You have to make him go away.
Oh no, it's getting spooky. Sarah starts heaving and convulsing, saying she can't breathe. Bro, go not breathe in the closet or something so I can handle it. It's a freaking daddle. Clem walks up to the door and I go to lock it, but the man opens up the door on some, oh yeah. Now obviously I tell him to leave, but he starts going on about having manners. I say, alright bro, I have a gun. I don't. He's like, oh yeah, that's smart. What? Man, what? I close the door, he blocks it. Damn. Bro walks in the house and starts playing this fake nice act. That uncomfortable, I know you know, but I don't want you to know that I know that you know that I know, but we both know that we both know that we know. Then he makes up this lie that he has a family that lives down the road. Yeah, his family of murderers. And starts describing very familiar people. Farm boys, a doctor, his daughter, a big black guy. I'm like, bro. If anybody walks back to this house right now, it's over. Nah, he's gunning for them. He walks over to the kitchen, and this is crazy, bro. It's crazy how comfortable he is walking through this house during the apocalypse. If he would have turned his back on me, bro, I would have got to stabbing him up. I just really hate how comfortable people get in zombie universes. But he keeps going around the house, slowly finding clues that the others live here, and I'm trying to get him to go. Saying, bro, I don't care about your opinions on that whack game of chess. Leave. Has the nerve, the gumption to call me rude. Bro, you broke in here. Am I being punked right now? Is Ashton Kutcher gonna make an update after all these years saying that he made season 2? Then Sarah the Goofy makes a creak upstairs. He asks, man, what was that? I gaslight. I didn't hear anything. Didn't work. He pulls out a gun and starts walking up the stairs. In my mind, Sarah's gone. She's finished. He goes up to the room and looks around. Sarah is under the bed, sweating. And Clem is like coming up behind him like, oh, you okay, look, you check the room. You can go now. Like, it's okay. Well, I couldn't in good conscience leave you in danger. Oh, what's this? The stupid picture that Sarah took. It's over, bro. It's over with.
You have no idea who these people are, do you?
Do you know them?
Let me ask you this. When you met them, how much did they trust you?
Well, they locked me up in a shed.
If people don't trust you, how can you trust them? Well, I think I've troubled you long enough. I can let myself out.
Don't come back.
You have a real good day now.
Where is he? He's gone. What if he comes back?
As he walks away from the house, the two watch him leave and wait for the others. And when they come back, Sarah immediately spills the beans. Not like I was trying to hide it, but like, you could have eased us into it, Sarah, damn. Telling them about the man and Clem talking to him. I'm just gonna let you hear this.
And you just opened the door for him?
Calm down, Rebecca.
Calm down? I am calm. You calm down.
I didn't open the door. He just came in. She's telling the truth.
I didn't let him in. You idiots don't lock the door in the post-apocalypse. He or anyone else was just free to walk in at any time. How the hell can she or anyone in here dare to raise a decibel to me? You locked me in the shed, refused me medicine, almost shot me, got me swarmed by zombies, forced me to watch your kid in your house while you went out. Then I had to play mind games protecting you from some psycho old man that's been walking around the forest looking for you. What do I get for all my efforts? One meal and bandages. Did I miss some redemption for them? Have I been unattentive? Does the vision of the season elude me? So Carlos acts straight up to just explain this man's build, his ore. What does he look like? I tell him his voice is really gravelly, like sandpaper, like mine when I do this. And Sarah says he talked about her dad, and then she asks him not to hurt anybody. I don't know why though. Bro is a terrible doctor and a fighter. Carlos is not, he holds no weight, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then Sarah mentions the picture that she made Clem take of her. Carlos starts losing it. I'm like, bro, you told me to distract her. Then she look.
Distract?
Sarah.
So I'm just an idiot? I thought we were friends.
Oh man. Oh boy. You gonna cry? I'm sorry, bro. It's so hard to feel sympathy when they've done nothing but wrong me, bro. So the spot is compromised. We messed up. So the group packs up and is ready to get up out of here. They don't really know where to go, but before they get too far, they want to go look for Pete. I don't know why. Bro was bit. He was surrounded, and now we're being chased. On the way over there, Rebecca, bro, all of a sudden she wants to switch up, starts apologizing to Clem, saying that she's been on edge, and I was cool with it. Until I remembered that she was literally just calling for Clem's execution last night. Like, it wasn't that long ago. It had to be like 16 hours. Like, these characters are so weird, bro. I guess I'm willing to let it go because for the rest of the season, Rebecca is somewhat chill, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not that bad, but she cleans it up. I'm not gonna blame her hormones for this either, bro. Like, she said a lot of stuff that's just like, no, that's who you are. That's who you are. She also sounds a lot like AJ. The speech cadence, the way they say stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they told AJ's voice actor to mimic hers a little bit. They even look alike. Cause duh, like AJ is the baby that's in her stomach. But that's season 4 talk. I don't remember season 3 too much, but it has to be better than this, right? It has to be, bro. Like, you can't, there's no way. Like, season 3, they made their mistakes. They made some really bad mistakes just off rip. But it can't be worse than this. It can't. It can't be worse, because that would mean that we're not getting another good season until season 4 or Michonne. Like, y'all want to, we'll see, bro. We'll see. I don't care. Okay. We get to Pete's last known location. Of course, he's finished. However, there is a bullet wound in his head. Pete did not have a gun. That probably means Carver got to him first. Yeah, that guy that appeared at the house, that's Carver. Generic villain. Very, very generic. They have no choice but to keep on going. I mean, he was bit and surrounded. What did they expect? While we're walking, Nick wants to know how it happens, and I respond with, he wanted to say goodbye to you. Shattered he is. So I guess we're going to Wellington where Krista was. That's where Clem wants to go at least. Luke says it'll take about 5 days for them to get up north. My heaven says a lot, bro. Like 5 days of walking back to back to back, and they can't stop. Mind you, Rebecca is like 8 or 9 months at this point. They're finished. They're cooked. Everyone's beat, battered, bruised, and we are almost out of food. The group needs someone to stay to hunker down for a quick little minute, bro. A night, 2 nights, maybe, bro. They can't keep going. Luckily, Clem sees a whole ski lodge in the distance, so Luke and Clem decide to go scout out the bridge in case of like danger and all that. But Carlos is like, Clem should stay here because she's a kid. I immediately hit the,
You're not my dad, Carlos.
And you are lucky you're not my daughter.
Thank God.
hell no, bro. I see what's going on here. He's trying to be Clem's caretaker. No, your lineage is doomed. I will not crumble under that burden. Come on, Luke. Let's make like a tree and leave. We're walking. Luke says he chose to bring Clem because Nick is a certified trigger demon. Yeah, there's something really wrong with that man, bro, to be honest with you. But Clem asks why the hell would Carver still be chasing them after all this time? Well, as Luke says, Carver considers the group to be family. However, he plays the role of the abusive drunk father type, you know what I'm saying? They start to bond over the evisceration of their enemies, make it to the bridge, cross the bridge, and hell, Luke is getting cooked, and I can't reach him. But that's not a problem, because these 2 other zombies are on Clem's head. This season added quick time events. I'm not really sure how I feel about them. These weren't there in the first season, were they? Like, I'm just not forgetting, am I? I don't think I like quick time events at all, especially not in these games. It just feels so unresponsive. Oh, and I just remembered, bro, Telltale's Batman has a lot of them. I mean, that's like the whole combat system. I'm never gonna make it to that game. So Clem has a hammer, but she drops it. But it's cool because one of the zombies were with it. She almost falls, but pulls herself back up. We find Luke's machete, and I jam that thing in there. Bro was gone. Finished. I get the pole and hand it to Luke, and we're cool again. Psych! Off in the distance, we see a man approaching with a gun. He strolls on up and asks us if we're calm and reasonable people. We are. I'm not sure about anybody else, but I am. But we talk it out. No violence. Bro even offers us some food and a place to stay. Real chill. Real. Now he could be trying to rob us. Like, I remember the Fallout Bridge scene. Yep, but it would be pretty stupid of him to come all the way out here alone to people that could be psychos too. But they trust him, so they're good. Clem and Luke are like, okay, cool. We'll get the rest of our group until Nick. Nick appears on the bridge, aiming his gun at bro over there. Luke clearly waves his hand saying, don't shoot, really hard to miss. And I know he can hear us. But Nick shoots the guy anyway, and he falls off the bridge. I don't know what Nick's problem is. Why his first solution to everything is to shoot without hesitation, especially when we are literally screaming, no, stop. Everything is fine. Then he's gonna say, did I get him? You were right there. You saw him falling. I know you did. Luke starts shaking him, saying like, bro, why'd you shoot? And this idiot says, because he drew on me. No, he didn't. Look at the footage right here. You raised your gun, and then he did a response because you raised your gun. And then we all know you heard us say don't shoot because you're right there, bro. You can't be more than like, I don't know how many feet is, bro. It's like 12. You're like a good 3 feet away from us, bro. You're not that far away. And then when we get back to the group, he lies about who aimed at who first. We watched you do it in real time, bro. It's right there. 16 times the detail. Carlos wants to talk to Luke alone. Nick storms off, leaving us with the D-listers. This is the first time that we really get to talk to Alvin. I don't like him. He just irks me in smaller ways, very annoying ways. I can't even compare. Like, it's so stupid, like what he does. Like, I just want him to shut up. Like, if you go away. I refuse to believe that AJ is part of his bloodline, is what I'm saying. I bet you're wondering who the other possible father is. That's a secret. But Alvin asks Clem if she has anything for Rebecca to eat. No. Why would I have any food? I'm an 11-year-old girl. Why are you asking me stupid questions? Clementine says that the guy that was on the bridge said that there's food in the cabin, the thing right there. Alvin, in response, sends Clem in there to go get the food. But she's your wife. You go get the food for your wife if you're so worried. Like, why? I would go get food for my pregnant wife, especially food that is like 5 steps away. But that's just me. This is me. Maybe that's not normal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna kill out. He's like, oh no, I'm just gonna sit right here with her for a while. I'm right behind you though. If you plan on going, why not just go? What's the holdup? He's not even doing anything. I want to delete this video, bro. I don't want to finish this video. I don't need to do this, bro. I don't have to. I'm making a big deal out of this because I'm in here for like 5 seconds and then boom, Alvin. It's truly the little things that get me so mad about certain characters across these seasons. I can't remember how it was in Batman or Borderlands. Hell, I forgot so much of season 3. I know there's gonna be more of this in those games because they're made by the same people. Because either Alvin is like ultra lazy or Telltale didn't make an animation of him walking into the cabin, so they made him pop up behind us. Like, this is so stupid. We got the budget. I know that first game made so much money, bro. How did this game turn out this way? So we look for food and talk about Nick going Captain Insano mode. Alvin asks Clem if she knew anyone that was prone to violent outbursts, and she tells him about Lily. To this day, bro, I don't understand Lily with that one. Like, it was so out of nowhere and unnecessary, and I don't know why they did that. But they find Peaches. Alvin says the girl in the can looks like her. No laughing, no smiles, no reciprocation, because that was unfunny. You don't deserve happiness, to be honest with you. Then he asks Clem if he can keep the food for Rebecca because there's barely anything in here and she's pregnant. Oh, I would never go against the group, he says. And I let him keep the food because yeah, she's pregnant. And those Peaches aren't doing anything for the rest of the group, especially now for splitting them around from person to person to person. There's like 7 people with us, bro. Nah, bro, she can keep them. And then it's a Telltale game. It doesn't matter no matter what I choose. Like, what, you think there are actual scripted outcomes where members of the group are actually affected by your choices outside of the face that the game has predetermined for you? Nah, bro. No one is going to be asking about these Peaches. You want to see characters actually be affected by the story, bro? Go ahead and play Until Dawn or something. But damn, bro, here we go. Here's the moment you've probably all been waiting for. Let's get it over with, bro. We go further up the mountain. It's getting darker, colder. The lodge is right there, though. The team is scouting it out. Becca comes up like, let's go in. Carlos goes. We have to be careful.
Careful? We've been on the road for 5 days. My back is done being careful.
You won't have to worry about your back or anything else ever again if we just barge inside a random building where the worst of civilization could be hiding. I've played Fallout 3, 4, Vegas, London. One does not simply walk inside buildings and not take everything that comes with that. The place is even boarded up and locked. So while we wait, Luke asks Clem to climb up this tower to see if she sees anyone following us, and Clem is not rocking with that.
What am I? A monkey?
Hey, you said it, not me.
There's a lot to unpack there. Luke is like, oh, don't look down. You'll be fine. I know, bro. Get off my back. She gets up there and starts looking around. Damn, bro. You're not gonna like this. There's lights in the forest near the bridge that we just crossed. This is no good. Clementine tries to tell Luke, but bro is hitting the jets because there's an argument going on. There are people living here, like I said. Who would have thought the giant house that you can see for miles would have inhabitants? 2 groups are going at it, screaming, pointing guns. Clem, being the size of an ant, has to crawl through. No. For anyone who hasn't seen the season 1 videos, like you just played this, you just kept going, You're inconsiderate, bro. Real talk. Like, how old is you bro? Like, that's not cool. In short, I used to love Kenny, certified Kenny Glazer since 2012, verified, until like February when I replayed the game for the videos. Now, I made the mistake of thinking and not allowing certain levels of disrespect to come my way, as any sensible person would, and what I found out was truly heartbreaking. I summed this all up in like the second video, but I did pretty much everything I could do for Kenny besides the Larry bit and the occasional like, that sounds stupid, bro, like can't we just like think about something else to do in this situation? But unless you agree with every little thing that Kenny says or does, he kind of turns into this monster, like passive aggressiveness, fits, whining. But what really got to me was when he left both Lee and Clementine to die multiple times. With Lee, it was that time at the farm and the pharmacy, and he was totally willing to leave Clementine with a group of strangers when she got kidnapped. Yes, that's right. When Clementine got kidnapped in season 1, I had to convince him to save her. The pregnant lady and the guy with the broken, infected leg that he literally just healed from jumped at the opportunity to save Clementine. They only knew her for like a day, at maximum like 36 hours or something. Lee was bitten and was on his way out the door at any moment, yet I had to convince Kenny to save her. Imagine this, right? Imagine your kid gets snatched up at the mall. Some guy just walks up on bro and just and darts off. There's you and 3 friends. You all bolt after the guy, but you look back as you're running, right? And you see one of your friends playing Angry Birds on his phone instead of chasing. That's basically what Kenny did. I don't know how people can play the game and like him. I really don't. I don't know where I got this memory from that Kenny was just like loved by everybody, but like, do you know that meme where Berlizzi says, "Is this brother serious?" You've probably heard that sound everywhere, bro. That is in regards to Kenny. I'm not lying, bro. Go look it up. Go look it up. But this season has to be the reason that people still like Kenny. But the problem with this season is, despite Kenny actually being a decent character in here, they don't really give you a choice but to like him. I'm not saying I like Kenny. I'm not saying he's redeemed, bro. I'm not putting his jersey in the rafters. No, calm down. Calm down, simmer down. Let me make that very clear for you. I still hate him. But Kenny is bearable because you look at him and then you look at the average person in this season. You've already seen verbatim what they've been doing to me. Luke is really all we have, bro. Nick tried to shoot me. Alvin is weird. Rebecca is a demon. I really hate to be the one to tell you, bro, but listen, it gets worse. You haven't seen anything yet. Like, we still have 3 episodes left, and the rest of this one, Kenny looks like an absolute saint next to some of these people, and we haven't even met everybody yet. This is just terrible writing, bro. Just awful writing, bro. Just awful. I don't want to hug Kenny. I'm not happy to see him. I'm not jumping for joy, brother. I want revenge. I want to shoot him for leaving Clem and Lee, really the only characters worth caring about until season 4, to die. Everything he has put me through, everything he will put me through, because Kenny's not finished. Kenny owes me a blood debt. Yeah, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm gonna get what's due. This guy right here, his name is Walter. That's Sarita and Kenny are all dating. Whoa, no, that's not, I'm sorry. That was crazy. That's not like, Sarita and Kenny are dating. They all found each other and have been living here until they decide to move on. I'm guessing to Wellington too, because everybody knows about Wellington. Kenny and Walter show us around the lodge. They have power and a lot of food, till Nick and Rebecca refuse to put down their weapons. 1, Rebecca doesn't have any weapons. I don't know why she's so up in arms about it. They already agreed to let us stay on account of Clem and Kenny knowing each other. We're already cool. Like, we're past this. 2, I don't even know why Nick is allowed to have a gun. Can Alvin pick up a gun, please? My wife this. Bro, put in some work. Kenny asks Clem if they're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you co-sign them? I'm like, no, not everybody at least. I ain't gonna play with you like that, Kenny. Like, they might shoot you in your sleep, to be honest with you. They tried to get me out of here twice. They're putting up numbers like you, but they finally all agreed to leave their weapons at the front, while Clem and Kenny go to talk. Clementine starts talking about Lee and how she escaped with Krista and Omid. Kenny says he somehow survived this. I don't even want to get into it. Like, that's just a stupid, I don't even want to do it, bro. They can have it. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it. But he made it out of Savannah and then started wandering around the wastes for a millennium until Sarita found him, and then they found themselves here. Speaking of Sarita, she takes Sarah to help out with the giant Christmas tree they have here. It's a real vibe in this place too, bro. It's really nice in here. I like it. Luke and Nick want to help with something too, so Kenny takes them to move some stuff inside. So I go to check on the food because we are starving. I get there and Walter starts yapping. He says a lot of stuff too, but he's just so unimportant, it makes no sense. But we taste the food, and Clem is like, what the hell is that? Peaches and beans. I think peaches and beans are the only food assets we had available for the budget. I mean, she's really it just be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we make a major hit, worldwide hit, you know, phenomenon, peaches and beans. And then he takes the can of peaches and says Clem looks like the girl on it, so I'm being poisoned and insulted. I hate this season, bro. So I wander over to the tree to see what they got going on, right? Sarita's really excited to see how happy Kenny is. A major step up from when she found him. She says she found him in a restaurant, standing there, menacingly.
Perfect. Now we just need the topper.
We always had an angel on top of our tree.
I go upstairs to look for the thing for the tree, and you gotta hear this next scene.
It's been a week, man. We gotta be out of the woods.
We can't be sure. They might be tracking us.
Tracking? Who do you think they are? Ninjas?
Clem, Luke said you saw some people in the valley.
People? Way down there. How?
She's got binoculars, genius.
Yeah.
What did you see, Clementine?
I think someone was following us.
How do you know? How does she know?
We have to assume they're back there. We cannot take any chances. We leave at dawn.
But we're safe here for tonight, right?
That pause was out of pure frustration. I can't get a beat on Alvin, bro. Like, Rebecca sometimes. Bro, am I confused? Or the whole reason that we are even here, why we have been walking for 5 days straight, 7, however many we've been out here, with a pregnant woman who should be in bed, is because we are being chased. He says, what are the people? Ninjas? Well, they must be for you people to be so scared that you're running like this. You'll shoot little girls all willy-nilly, but when it comes to these people, it's flee. I'm talking about how does she know? Bro, who can't tell flashlights in the pitch blackness of the forest? Why are they so stupid? Why are they written this way? And now that I think about it, they shouldn't have even came here, because of course Carver is gonna check out the giant house on the mountain. It's so stupid to come here in the first place. Like, do they want to be comfortable, or do they want to be free? You can't have both. Not right now. Then Clem notices that they have the same food here. Peaches, the food that was in the cabin that the bridge guy's from. And the whole time we've been here, Walter and Kenny have been waiting on some guy named Matthew to get back. Says he's been gone all day. But Alvin is like, I don't care what anybody says. We are staying here. Okay. Rebecca says she needs something to drink. I'm so surprised that she isn't 6 feet by now. Alvin runs to go get it, and she starts having a whole existential crisis. And I'll tell her, yeah, it's gonna be okay. They're there. Then she asks Clem if she wants to feel the baby kicking. With haste, I take that opportunity. AJ, please, bro, you are all I have left. Save me from these people. Then Alvin appears again with the drinky winky, so she should be fine for now. So you remember how Sarah likes angels on the tree?
That's nice, I guess.
Womp womp. No, she won't. She never brings this up ever again. This whole they'll remember this and that thing is just a stupid gimmick that choice-based games have. For whatever reason. Like, we don't need it. We don't need it. What have these ever done for you? Ever. They've done nothing for me. I don't even need a reminder. I'm not stupid. Something could happen in the beginning of the game in Witcher 3, and then some character mentions that, and I nod my head like, yeah, oh yeah, I did sell that brother's soul for some armor. It's like the whole totem thing that's in the Until Dawn games. Like, oh no, whatever am I gonna do without these 3-second flashbangs of a possible calamity? Yeah, tell me, how well did that work for Berlizzi? That's 2 Berlizzi mentions in this one. So I go back downstairs, right, and Sarita's like, oh, how was Kenny back in the day? Saying that he has good days and bad days. She's worried that his mental state is cooked, and I start laughing because that's hilarious. Like, I never had good days with him, just the bad ones. Yeah, must be nice. So dinner's ready, and there's 2 tables to sit at. Okay, so the people who tried to slaughter me, or the guy who left me with a psychotic kidnapper. Wow, this is just great. What a wonderful moment I must ponder. I'm just gonna go sit with Kenny though. I really wish I could just sit outside. Luke and them are sad. Grow up, bro. Kenny and Sarita offer Clementine the choice to stay with them or not. I accept because while I hate Kenny, these people are each a Kenny in their own respective way. Except Luke. Let me explain. Nick, violent outbursts. Alvin, genuine what the hell do you mean moments. Sarah, clinginess. Carlos, the inability to adapt to others' ideas. Rebecca, serious mood swings and instability. And once again, no, I do not blame her hormones. She just sucks. You know what I'm saying? I can watch one Kenny, but 5 of them? Nah, brother. So Kenny's real happy that Clem is staying, like, bipolar happy, to be honest with you. This is not normal happy, which makes sense. You know, Kenny's been through a lot. There's no way his mental state is in good shape. Can you take a gander at this real quick?
Hey there. Hey.
Why did they get up? No one said anything prior, just real NPC bot behavior. Maybe Telltale expected you to sit with Luke and the others? I can see why Kenny would move to Clem's table, not this other way around. And then they start talking awkwardly until Kenny.
Luke and Nick. You guys sure do look like a match.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying you look like good friends, that's all.
You want to talk about it an hour later? You don't even know what I'm talking about. We just save it for like episode 3, maybe 4. I'm just noticing something about Kenny. The same things he did to Lee that made me very angry. Kenny tells him that his group is planning on moving up north to Wellington. He starts explaining what it's like. Luke and Nick are like, I don't really know. And Kenny flips out just a little little bit the same way he did with Lee. You question his plans in the slightest, and he just can't take it. Walter and Clem tell them to quit fighting. Kenny bows his head in anger and tells Duck, Clem, to pass the salt. Don't you ever call me that name. Don't you ever in your life. Walter, right in the nick of time, wants to talk to Clementine outside. Thank you. Get me out of here. But Walter is a D1 yapper. I don't care about nothing that he speaks. I just tell him I want to stay here. Clementine, for some reason, says that she missed Kenny. I don't think they spoke a word to each other the entire season. A good chunk of the characters don't actually. But Clem starts expressing her worry over the people chasing us. All the while, Walter keeps mentioning Matthew and how he checks the area and should be back real soon. Real strange. They've been waiting for bro for a hot minute. Then Kenny comes out and we all start talking. Nothing too crazy. Some light. Boom. Stalker. I'm gonna rip the band-aid off. Get to the chase. This is Bonnie. Absolutely horrible character. I know I've said a lot about Kenny, a character you may hold dear, but I know that we can all agree without a shadow of a doubt that Bonnie, Mike, and Arvo are the worst crimes like Telltale has ever committed against the human race. She's creeping around the house, looking through windows. Walter was like, oh my gosh, do you need assistance? How can we help you? Me and Kenny are like, bro, step out of the way, Walt. She chose this. Then she asks how old Clementine is. None of your business, freaking daddle, why don't you? She starts giving this story about her family is hungry and they're like poor. I don't care, but apparently Walter does because he gives her a box of peaches. She leaves, and Kenny, mad about that, says that he needs to talk to Walter alone. So we head inside. That lady is totally with Carver, bro. I don't know why Clem isn't rushing to tell everybody, but Luke sees Clem walking in and waves her over and shows her a little picture. And Walter is dating the guy that Nick shot off the bridge. We're cooked. Don't tell Nick. He'll sell the operation. And Clem took a knife from Matthew's cabin. It's a really nice knife. But we need to get that back before Walter sees it because it has his initials on the sheath. I'm ready to do that, but Nick spawns out of thin air saying, well, ahoy guys, what's the haps? Got a little podcast going on over here, don't you? I'd like to join. And like I said, Luke told me not to tell Nick because Nick might fold and tell Walter, and Walter might strangle Nick. I show him the photo. Yeah, go tell him, Nick. Go tell him. While they're figuring that out, Clem goes to check her bag to hide the knife. Of course, it's gone, and Walt has got it. He's outside staring at the knife, losing it. Bro already put it together that Nick did it because Nick was talking about some guy he shot earlier, the idiot. So he asks Clem, he says, is Nick a good person, Clementine? Or is he one of them? And Clem is shook, but Nick comes outside to confess, begging, pleading with Walter, trying desperately to explain that it was just a mistake, while Walter stands there, death gripping the knife. But he throws it aside.
Walt, what's going on? The storm's got it spinning out of control. That sound's gonna draw walkers. We gotta shut it down now.
Nick, help me. Carry the guns.
Guns?
Lady, we are in the zombie apocalypse. What are you talking about? They are on their way right now. Do you want to get eaten? They didn't have to include that line of dialogue in there. We get to the turbine, open up the panel. Everybody's like, oh, how do we do this? Which leaves Clementine to just turning it off with the key and the switch. The key was right there. It was no hassle at all. If you haven't noticed, Clem is like Lee 2.0. The way she has to do every single thing for these people. Helping Pete, guarding the house, scoping the land, getting food, settling disputes, clearing the bridge with Luke, despite 3 grown men being right there. I can't take it no more, bro. I can't take it no more. There's still the rest of this episode. Then there's episode 3, 4, and then 5. And who knows what season 3 is gonna be like. Nah, bro, we might have to do Michonne next, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I don't know if I can do it, bro. So the wind turbine is off, but the damage is done. The zombies are here. We shoot and stuff, but it's wacky. Clem is told to run inside because she's small. Rebecca is in there, and of course Alvin is too. The zombies are swarming, but out from the woodwork comes shots that clear them all out. It's Carver and his men. They finally got up to us. Hey guys, it's me, Carver. Back at it again for another silly little video. Gazer. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. Carlos spits in Carver's face. Bam! Sarah rushes out. And there's only 4 of these guys. I'm sure we could have handled this. Y'all could have kept on shooting when you saw them. Like, when Clementine saw Bonnie, she should have told everybody and planned an ambush. And we know Carver is following us. We saw the lights. We literally saw the lights. Why would some random be looking through the window? 2 random groups in one night? That makes no sense. So most of the group is taken hostage in an instant. Weak as hell. Clem, Rebecca, Alvin are all hiding. Carver doesn't like that. Starts beating the hell out of Carlos. Told you he can't fight. He tells Sarah to look at him. It's gonna be okay. So Carver turns his finger into a silly straw. Under no circumstances is gonna be okay. In fact, I kinda hope it's not gonna be okay. You don't deserve okay. None of you do. Alvin and Rebecca are arguing about what to do. I don't care, bro. It's a Telltale game. This only ends one way. Like, this whole last section is stupid. Kenny's out there shooting. They're arguing about whether we should turn ourselves in or go get Kenny and them. Like, what? Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me.
Where's Luke? Finally cut and run, huh? Why am I not surprised? I warned you. I warned you not to follow him. Look where he's led you. But you're safe now. We're going home. As a family. All right, round them up. We're heading back to camp.
Go on and wait outside.
You about done over there?
Yeah, 1 second. Thanks for coming with me. It's scary out here. I know they made you. It's still nice that you came.
We're safer if we stick together. It's gonna be dark soon.
Yeah, I know. But it's cool you came. I thought they were gonna tell my dad to go with me. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Everything come out all right, girls?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All right, bro, we've got a doozy of an episode here. The remaining characters will be introduced, and this is where everything falls apart. Kinda, not really, but just a little bit, bro. Like 4 and 5 are pretty chill. It's however you want to take it. Carver is talking to his man Troy over here about a heater, just straight yapping about, I don't care. But Carver notices Clem listening and goes on this rant about how it's impolite to eavesdrop, despite this conversation not being that interesting at all. And what am I supposed to do? I'm just sitting here waiting for you to re-kidnap me. So I choose to keep staring.
No, stop! Don't hit my friend!
You don't want to test me, girl. I'll pass every time.
I'm not gonna lie. That's a cold line right there. Somebody should make one of those Sigma edits with it and tag me in it. I'll watch it. Maybe show it in the next video. No copyrighted music though. Here's the beat to mix it with. They load us in the back of the truck. The rest of the team is tied up and subjugated. Yeah, tell me, Rebecca and Alvin, is this cozy enough for you? Was this all worth the little rest you got at the lodge? Oh, I don't care what that man says. We're staying here tonight. Stupid. We should have moved or ambushed. We literally saw them coming, bro. Like, the more that I think about it, the stupider this is. There was only 4 guys, bro. We could have done it. How? Walter, Kenny, Sarita, Clem, Carlos, Luke, Nick. He wants to shoot somebody at any time. He's always ready to shoot somebody. This should have been light work. Now Kenny's tweaking, trying to find a way out. Starts telling Clem to find something to cut these bondings. I say, like, what? Like, bro, look at the floor right now. There's nothing in here, gang. Now Kenny's beefing with everybody, bro. And I kinda am too. Like, these idiots got us locked in the back of a van. I don't belong here. I'm innocent. Got Sarita took too. Kenny deserves this. Yeah. But what the hell does Sarita do?
You don't know Bill like we do.
Bill.
You got captured for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden it's Bill. Alvin, bro, go ahead and watch out, bro. It's over with. Then Kenny gets free and wants to ambush Carver and his men, which is really stupid because can somebody shut that mini librarian up, please? Damn, Carlos, brother, parent today, please. We're waiting.
We're close.
Okay, let's do this.
Brother, we're in the back of a truck with only one way out. If you think they won't be pointing guns ready to fire, you're insane. That's the dumbest play here, the absolute stupidest. You would be way better off pretending to still be hand-tied and then snatching a gun from somebody. Hey, if Carver and his goons had a truck, why did it take them so long to catch up to us? Maybe they parked it in the woods and then followed us on foot the rest of the way. Sounds smart, but you literally could have just used the truck to catch up to us sooner and then took us with you. Instead, they walked and tracked us for 5 days. Kenny's just in there free, still arguing with everybody. This is a bad idea. Luke, if you haven't noticed, he is near because he wasn't caught. Who knows where he is? So the others think that he might save them a little bit later, but Kenny is dead set on this dumb plan. He says he's gonna punch the first guy that he sees and take their gun. And he thinks he's John Wick. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Then he asks me, the 11-year-old girl. He wants her to have his back just in case things get a little bit crazy. This is what I mean when I say that they rely too much on Clementine. If a little girl is your best backup in a violent situation, I think we need to reconsider our options. That's the problem with Kenny, bro. He doesn't think. He doesn't have the critical thinking gene. The truck finally stops and Kenny gets knocked out. Just stupid, bro. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm talking about, oh, what hit me? The consequences of your actions, that's what. So they load us off the truck and through the compound. Clem sees all the food that they have and it's like, man, look at all this.
Oh, I hope you ain't saying what I think you're saying.
Then they take Carlos to look at some like hurt people because he's a doctor, or so he says. And by proxy, Sarah starts freaking out. I tell her to grow up, and she has the nerve to say this.
I don't care. And don't tell me to grow up. You're just a little kid. I'm older than you. You're the one that got hit.
Okay, yeah, we definitely gonna see. Yeah, bro. Finally, they take us to our giant outdoor cell. We meet this guy, Reggie. Apparently, he helped them escape from here, but he tripped on the way out and got brought back in. Goofy. That might sound mean, but listen. Just keep stay with me. But then this lady comes to take Alvin, right? As Carver has asked to see him. Just so we're clear, there's a love triangle going on here. Either one of these guys could be the father of the baby. Do we ever find out who? Nope, because DNA tests don't exist anymore. Rebecca doesn't like Alvin being taken. We don't care what you like. But Carver is a raging psychopath, so this can't be good for him. But Alvin is like, it'll be fine. He goes, and everyone gets acclimated to the new situation. There's new characters over here, right? We got Mike and Jane. I think that's really it, bro. I think that's everybody. Troy then tells Reggie to keep the group in line and he'll put in a good word with Carver to get him out. Bro has been locked up, re-earning his trust ever since the Great Escape. Wow, sure thing, Troy. Tell Carver, oh captain, my captain, that I'm reporting in for duty. I am not exaggerating this. Reggie is the Lord of Cope.
The building's getting more and more secure all the time, mostly through forced labor, but that's only temporary. They've even got the solar panels working. When was the last time you had electricity, huh?
Well, we just came from a lodge with a wind turbine.
It's not a competition. I'm just saying, it's not as bad as you think.
Everyone is in full agreement that this is a prison and we need to break out ASAP. They just don't agree on how to do it, so Kenny tells Clem to start looking around for any gaps in the premises. I'm ready to go, so I start touching everything. But Troy comes out and says, oh man, Reggie, Carver is not gonna like this one. Yeah, get real comfortable. You ain't going nowhere. Carlos is back too. And then Troy hits us with the craziest line in the game.
He was trying to help. She's just a kid.
No one's talking to you, Indian lady.
Why did he say that? And people wonder where the Wolf Among Us 2 is at. It is in the same hands as the people who let this fly. Alright, so we turn in for the night. Kenny tells Clem to get ready for the revolution. I was born ready. I hate you. Fade out. So Carver's out here giving a speech at like 8 a.m. bro. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Whole lot of gap, but make it double because Sarah won't shut up talking to me. Bro, I am not responding, but she keeps talking and Carver sees her and hears her because she's right there in the line of sight. He's like, Carlos, get a hand over your child. He tells Sarah to apologize. She does, and it's not enough. Carver's like, slap her. No, please wait. If you don't do it, I'll tell Troy to do it. And Troy is ready, thirsty. Says, Carlos, have you ever seen the beginning of Rocky IV? Yeah.
Sensational.
Yeah. So Carlos agrees to do it himself. On one hand, on the other, he said slap her, not bring Zeus's wrath upon her. So they send everybody off to work. I don't know what these jobs be, bro. They just be sending us everywhere. We passed by some 400 Days characters on the way. I've never played 400 Days before because it always looks boring as hell. I've just never ever been interested in it. Like, I will play all 4 of these seasons over and over and over, bro. 400 Days, it just doesn't have that same magic, bro. This is all to it. This is what it is. It's supposed to set up some of the characters in this camp, but most of them only have like 2 lines of dialogue and then you will never see them again. And I didn't bother to spend back on it either because the first season, that video has, okay. The first video has like 100,000 views right now. Thank you. The other one has like 52,000 views. Thank you again. 155,000 views in total, right? I don't think not one person has asked for it in the comments. I wasn't gonna do it. Don't think that. No. Nobody cared. Literally nobody. So they dropped Clem with Bonnie. I don't say a word to her ever because I don't care about her, bro. You literally baited us, deaf to you, but yada yada yada. We get into a small argument about how the people here can't see how insane Carver is. He left this place unguarded for weeks. Like, sure, there are other people here, but clearly he's like the ringleader around here. Yeah, and he domed Walter. He beat Carlos, indirectly slapped Sarah, locks people up. This is not like, bro, this is the zombie apocalypse. Like, there's no rules or laws or regulations. Like, he's doing this of his own volition, and you are all just going along with it. I don't know why. But the majority of people here are kind of like mean, but they don't seem like psychotic. They don't seem like they would go with this. Even Bonnie right here, she's like, oh, Bill, he's just misunderstood. Like, Bonnie ain't trying to lock nobody up. That's not who she is. And she keeps apologizing for everything. I don't care, bro. You did this. Like, where was the sorry when you were kidnapping me? I'm just saying. And then she gives us this jacket that everyone in the game will insist is ugly, but in reality, I could give a damn about this jacket. No one is swagged out about this game, but every other scene is like, oh, that jacket's ugly. That jacket's ugly. That jacket's ugly. Then that one lady comes back in again and starts talking about, oh, we're taking you to Reggie in the greenhouse. So we go to Reggie in the greenhouse, right? Where Sarah is cowering in the corner. Bonnie, Reggie, Sarah, back to back, bro. What's happening right now? Where's Luke at? There's nobody here. Who can they send me to that I will be happy with? Nobody. Clem tries to explain to her how it just be like that sometimes, you know. Both my dads have been cooked. At least you have one. Basically, all we gotta do here is cut the dying branches of some fruit trees. I don't know what these are. I think they're blueberries. But Reggie pulls me aside and says that he's worried about Sarah's ability to do the job since she looks like a veteran soldier post World War II. I'll tell him, man, she's probably fine. And he pulls this.
That was awkward. I won't do that again.
Why? We get to work, well, I get to work, and we have the choice to either help Sarah do her job or keep to ourselves.
You're just a little kid. I'm older than you. You're the one that got hit.
She'll be alright. Yeah, she'll be alright. Later on, Carver comes up to check in, and Sarah has done an absolutely pitiful job. Me, I'm straight. Don't even worry about it. Reggie sees her terrible work ethic. I don't know why I write things that I can't say. I am physically incapable of pronouncing some words, bro. Like, I think I have a speech impediment or something, bro. What do I have this deep voice for? For what? To struggle? Carver gets in there and can't believe it. Reggie is fighting for his life. I gotta step in and blame Sarah. She just doesn't know what she's doing. You thought I was gonna throw myself under the bus? But Carver's like, nah, that's fine. He tells the girls to wait outside while he talks to Reggie. Sarah is still in war veteran mode, looking off into the distance. Clem tries to help her, but Carver comes busting out of the greenhouse with Reggie, going, listen here, pal. Your time is over. And pushes Reggie off the roof. Yep, Reggie's gone. I don't think anybody's died since Pete, right? Or nobody important. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Oh, no, he's insane. He's insane. Yeah. Like, Reggie is gone over uncut blueberry bushes. It is not that big of a deal. No one here is going hungry. And if they were, what were those blueberries gonna do? Bro starts yapping off about duty. Then he sends Clem back down to Bonnie. What about Sarah, you say? Who cares, bro? Come on. Bonnie starts talking about how cool the jacket is again. I told you. And I tell her straight up that Reggie has been fired from living by our boss, Carver. She's like, what? And rushes off to talk to Carver. And now they're throwing us into another job, to Bonnie, to the greenhouse, to back to Bonnie, and now back to with Kenny and Mike. Why? Like, why is my schedule not printed out? Kenny is severely against hard labor and has Mike against the wall. Bro, let him go. Bro's like, let me go. I'm gonna have to hurt you. Brother, hurt him now. You are in a terrible position. I'm actually inclined to believe that you hold no weight in this matter at all. Why are they fighting? We are all locked up against our will. What sense does it make to be fighting each other? If you want to fight somebody, I got names. But I'll tell them the Reggie news, and this wows them for some reason. Kenny doesn't care about Reggie, and Mike is soulless. I don't know why they're gasping in awe and shock. But their fight messed up some of the boards on the windows, and yada yada. Yeah, zombie fight and all that, bro. I was just playing it, waiting for it to be over the entire time. Like, what? We just caught a body. Who is Mike? Kenny and Clem are important. Nothing is gonna happen to anybody here. And it just ends with Troy sending Clementine somewhere else. I don't know. And as I walk to this new destination, I get pulled into a store by Batman, aka Luke, because apparently he infiltrated this place with ease. Invincible. Y'all gotta read the comics, bro. I had to. I'm not waiting until 2030 for them to be maybe done with the show when I have fully functional eyes and reading skills. Like, oh, it's a sick read, bro. It's amazing. This whole storyline here, I can't wait to see this animated. But Luke is not in good shape. Her brother has been running around for days with no sleep and is paying the price. Look at him. I think he could just sleep in here. It looks pretty abandoned. He says there's a herd incoming, and if she could get him a walkie-talkie, maybe he could track the guards' schedules to find the right time to break out. Before I can even agree or disagree, Troy starts yelling for Clem, who he somehow knows is in there and doesn't go in there to get her. He says, oh, don't go in there. Carver's calling you to his office, and Clem blitzes there. Check this out for me.
Dude, you better go up and see Bill. He doesn't like to wait. So you should probably go.
So why did you stop me? What was the point? Why? I go up the stairs. Rebecca comes down crying. I get in there. Alvin is in the chair. Beat. I guess it wasn't okay, was it, Alvin? Then Carver goes on this long, generic villain rant about how we're the same. No, we're not, bro. No, we're not. I'm an 11-year-old black girl that could maybe pass for white. We are not the same, bro. You subjugate people. You are literally a psychopath. I don't want to be here. How are we the same? We are complete opposites. I absolutely hate when villains do and say this. It is like the worst thing they can say to me because it's never even true. You destroy. I restore. Those are fundamentally different things. Carver is just a horrible villain. I don't know why people follow him. Clearly, the man can't handle any sort of screw up and reacts violently to the tiniest of mistakes. This isn't a stable or realistic leader model. It's just goofy. It's something Telltale would write. And like I said, bro, hardly any of the guards or people interact with him at all. But if they did, like 90% certain that they would look at him like he was crazy. This place doesn't work. This place is lifeless. This place is soulless. More people actually should be trying to break out. It's like the other people that we pass by around here, they don't even belong here. It's like they're in a different game. Just absolutely abysmal writing. I don't know what the point of this place is, because why hype this up for not 1 but 2 episodes? This is what all the hype was about, so that we could be brought a generic villain and run around here doing whatever the hell. And then, spoiler alert, at the end of this, we break out and we never see Carver or any of these other people ever again. So what was the point? What is the point of this place? Flash forward to the damn jail room. Everyone is sitting in a circle talking about flooding the place with the zombie horde somehow. There's a radio system with speakers everywhere. If we can get to that and make noise, then the horde will pull up and that will be our opportunity. Mike says it's a dumb idea. What else are we going to do? Is there a tunnel? A helicopter? Can we get access to guns and battle our way out? Stop talking. Who are you? Rebecca doesn't like that plan either because, of course, but also it's Kenny's plan. Yeah, so that says a lot right there. But he's right. It's really all that we've got. And they know about Luke and the radio plan, and that's the one that Rebecca wants to go with. But here's the thing. Even if Luke can tell us where the guards are at, what good? What are we going to do with that? Are we going to sneak 17 people out of here? Because it's Clementine, Kenny, Jane, Mike, Rebecca, Sarah, Carlos, Luke. And you know Rebecca is gonna scream her head off to spin back for Alvin. So now we gotta break into Carver's office on the way out. That's like 8 people. 8. Tell me when the stars are gonna align for us to do that. That could be months away. For a screw up that big that 8 people can sneak out? How? But Rebecca still wants to do it despite knowing how to operate the radio system in Carver's office to lure the zombies. Saying that the horror plan is stupid, which it kinda is. Like we could get chopped. Saying that waiting for an opening is just way better. It's just better. But check me out. How long do you think that Luke can slither around here before he's caught? The radio plan only works if he can remain undetected, living in the walls, and being aware of the guards at all times. And then, once he does get a good read on the guards, if they so happen to make one single deviation, now the whole place is alerted that we're sneaking out. Look at Luke right now. He's got like 2 more days, maybe, before he passes out of exhaustion. And if she's so worried about us needing an opening for the radio plan, my brothers and sisters in Christ, we have one. The 3,000 zombies headed this way. We won't even need the radio because we'll know where the guards will be at, playing tower defense on the roof, shooting at them. When this whole place is in danger and fear of going down, who's gonna care if we make a run for it? Realistically, the rest of them will be running too. It's really crazy how Clem, the little girl, Levin, has to say that we can just do both. Use the radio to keep an eye on the guards and use the horde to make an opening. The only problem we have now is getting through the horde. And here comes Jane. She's like, oh, yeah, I used to walk through hordes all the time. It's my calling. It's who I am. And she starts telling them about the old camouflage trick. Clem co-signs it because we did it with Lee before. Please, bro, come back. I don't care how. Just come back. Even crazier, Jane already has a plan to get a radio. If we lift somebody, Clementine, to this ladder, there's a window into the building that holds the guard station with the radios. I get that with ease because peripheral vision does not exist in this universe. I get the radio, come back down, and finally, some rest.
We best get in bed. Troy will be back any minute.
Well? You little devil. Everybody stay where you are. No need drawing suspicion.
That was so cool.
Thank you, Clem.
I told you probably wouldn't die. Nice job.
Thanks.
Yep. Anyway, get some rest.
I thought about Duck today, about his dumb little face. First things that come to mind are always the dumb things he was doing. Kid was always running in circles. Every damn place he went, he'd just run. You couldn't stop him. Makes it harder to remember he was a good boy. Well, long day tomorrow. One long day.
The next morning, the guards come to get everybody for work, right as we're trying to figure out who should get the radio to Luke. Stop playing around, bro. Just give me the radio. To be honest with you, we know where this is going. But most of the others get taken. That leaves Clem, Kenny, and Mike. So now the whole operation rides on them. And Kenny, of course, wants Clem to do it because we don't know Mike. Again, little savior, but I don't like Mike, so I'm down. I have plot armor. No one's gonna do anything to me. Mike whines about it, but either way, we don't have a choice because it's time. Kenny slips the radio into our pockets. You can literally still see the antenna. Like I said, peripheral vision doesn't exist. Everything's smooth, everything's cool, planes are in motion. Bonnie, damn it. She insists that Clem is with her today. Man, you were just putting dirt on Ginger's worldwide right now. Kenny steps in saying that Clem would much rather keep with us because I would, but she's like, no, I need her more. Bro, why is she latching on to me? I don't know you, gang. I don't want to get to know you either. So I gotta go with her and listen to her ramble about the interaction with Carver that she had after he pushed Reggie, saying how obviously insane he is. How was she just noticing? I could have told you who he was the second he opened that door at the cabin. Can she please stop talking, bro? Leave me alone. The whole time, bro, Clem is just looking back, clearly not paying attention. Bonnie sees that Clem is nervous and says that she can trust her. And listen to this.
You know you can talk to me, right? I was dishonest when I first met you, but I swear on everything holy that'll never happen again.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to capitalize off this until the next video, but I'll still tell her, no, I don't trust you, can I please go? Last time I trusted you, which I didn't. Prison bus. Not that hard to follow, gang, so she finally lets us go. We run over to Mike and Kenny, but the coast is clear enough to just duck into the store where Luke is at, and I must have got bored or something. Maybe I started eating food because I just stand there. Yeah, and the one time I take a break, the game decides to move on by itself. We are at page 38, bro. When did hour-long videos become normal? The first few hour-long ones, I didn't plan that out, bro. I mean, bro, oh no, bro. Well, if you really want to get technical, the Arkham Knight video is really 2 hours, just split up. I did not plan that, bro. I still don't. Whenever I make a video, I just go in thinking it takes whatever it takes. Cinema parts, analyzation. So Troy grabs Clem by the neck and throws her back to Kenny, who is mad about that, but he can't do anything about it. But instead of going back to work, we're going back to the cell. Why, you might ask? Luke got caught. I gave him 2 days. He only had an hour in him. He was trying to take some food, and it didn't go his way. Now Carver's like, we give you food, shelter, protection, and this is the things we get. This is gonna come with repercussions. Baby. Bro's delusional. He thinks we asked for this. He thinks we're sad about it. Then he tells the group to deliver the other radio that they stole before the count of 3. I got this one. I have plot armor. Like, I'll be fine. So I'll go into reveal, but Kenny steps in, says, oh, my fault, bro. I didn't even know what I was thinking. 3. And he starts beating Kenny with the radio. Yeah. Good. Finally, in the 3 hours that I have made on this series, this is the best thing that happened so far. Oh, you already know I go in the whole team with the back, bro. Nah, baby. He has his coming. Oh no, this is not Cover the Blood Dead. That has to be done by me. Kenny is out there getting cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only reason Carver stops is because Bonnie comes out saying there's a zombie breach, and he huffs away to handle that, while Bonnie secretly tells everybody to get ready, as she's had it with Carver and wants to help us escape. So it's nighttime now, and for some reason the group is split up on what to do. Luke and Nick want to wait to leave. I love Luke, but he can be a real hoe sometimes, bro. I'm just saying. Says he's in bad shape. Kenny's cooked, and Sarita's crying that we shouldn't leave right now, and if Bonnie can help us tonight, she can help us another night. Brother, no. Yeah, Kenny's cooked. Yeah, Sarita's a mess. Yeah, you can't really move, but you can walk, bro. You can walk. Kenny deserves to be here. Like, we can really leave him, which really just leaves you. I mean, Sarita's cool, but bro, if she's not gonna go, she's not gonna go. But most importantly, this really is it. There is no escape after this. The guards are all distracted. We have inside help, and there's a horde of zombies outside. This is absolutely perfect, bro. The stars are not gonna align like this. This is God right now. But to be honest with you, it really does look like Kenny has kind of turned a new leaf this season. So I really think that he would want us to leave him. Ah, hell. Everyone gives a standing ovation to Kenny at his self-revival. Yeah, he lost an eye. That's over. That's finished. That's over with. So how do we get out of here? Well, Clementine, obviously, has to break into Carver's office to activate the outside speakers to attract the horde. Rebecca says that there's going to be a music CD in there. Just put that in and crank it up to 1,000 and get Alvin. Okay, fine. Not really. I'm going to pass on that. So I get in there, find the CD, crank it up to 1,000. That's Bonnie's cue to get everybody out of here. Alvin is in there too, but I'm good. The Saddie's gone. You know, I have humanity, but I'd rather not. So while I'm breaking out, right, climbing around, Ezio Auditory, Doc, Clementine, the dummies in this group get caught by Carver, getting held up at gunpoint. So I'm like, all right, bro. I was dead serious about the Ezio thing.
Get back!
Come on, Luke. This ain't none of your business.
Clem, why isn't Alvin with you? Where is he?
Take a guess. I'm sorry, this is sad, but I am just at my limit, bro. We gotta wrap it up. I don't have another one in me. Carver starts yapping, but bro, I'm tired. I tell Luke to just shoot him so we can go. He's like, what? No, Kenny listens and thank the stars. He gets a crowbar though and tells everybody to wait outside. Bro, can we just go, bro? I only need a minute, he says. Luke protests to this slaughter, which I do too. Like, just get it over with. So we can go, like, bro, I'm ready. I am ready, bro. Then I get the option to either stay and watch or go. I leave because, bro, Carver sucks as a villain. This is absolutely stupid, bro. Painful, soulless. This has been here to waste my time. This whole place holds absolutely no weight. I absolutely hate it here, bro. The episode is whack. And I bet money, bro. I'll bet $5 that he spends his final breaths rambling about how he and Clem are the same just because you choose to watch him get beat up, which is stupid, bro. I don't care. What does he think this situation is? This is not special in any way, shape, or form. This means nothing. It's like, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, bro. That yip yap, bro. Damn. Look, we go outside. Cover up in the dirt. Troy comes out. Yada, yada, yada. Who cares? We start walking out. It's shots going out everywhere. It's zombies moaning and stuff, bro. It's real dangerous out here, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Maybe we should have went with Rebecca's plan. And I don't know why these people are shooting instead of running. You're not surviving this. You don't have the bullets. So we're walking right, cool, calm, collected. Is Sarah crying right now? Oh, no. I don't have the patience to handle her right now, bro. I need to rejuvenate. I need a break. I'm trying to hop off this and play that Fallout New London. Carlos, please, bro, do something. But no, he starts telling me to talk to her because I'm her friend. Don't you cast that omen upon me, bro. And Carlos gets cooked. Okay, yeah, that's just great. That's great. That's great. Now Sarah's gone hollow. She starts darting off into the forest. If we could run, why are we walking? So I go band for band with the horde, straight blow for blow. I'm like Batman. Until...
They'll go tomorrow, and you can stay here.
Absolutely. Honey, you stay with us as long as you want. Thank you. Of course.
This is like a dream. Damn it, I am so happy right now.